Hare Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivardhare Jaya Girivardhare Jaya Yasodhanandana Jaya Vraja Janaranjana Jaya Vraja Janaranjana Jaya Yasoda Nandana Jaya Vraja Janaranjana Jaya Vraja Janaranjana Jaya Yamuna Tiravana Chare Jaya Kunja Vihare Jaya Yamuna Tiravana Chare Jaya Kunja Vihare Jaya Yamuna Tiravana Chare Jaya Kunja Vihare Jaya Yamuna Tiravana Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihare Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihare Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Jaya Girivardhare Jaya Girivardhare Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Jaya Girivardhare Jaya Girivardhare Jaya Yasodhanandana Jaya Vraja Janaranjana Jaya Vraja Janaranjana Jaya Yasoda Nandana Jaya Vraja Janaranjana Jaya Vraja Janaranjana Jaya Yamuna Tiravana Chare Jaya Kunja Vihare Jaya Yamuna Tiravana Chare Jaya Kunja Vihare Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihare Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihare Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Govinda Jai Jai Gopala Jai Jai Govinda Ya Govinda Jai Jai Gopala Jai Jai Govinda Jai Jai Gopala Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai Radha Jai Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai Govinda Jai Jai Gopala Jai Jai Govinda Jai Jai Gopala Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai Radha Govinda Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai Gauranita Jaya Gauranita Jaya Gauranita Jaya Gauranita Jai Gauranita Jaya Gauranita Jai Gauranita Jaya Gauranita Jaya Gauranita Jaya Gauranita Jaya Gauranita 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 Jaya Gauranita Jai Jagannath Jai Jagannath Jai Baladevo Jai Subhadra Jai Jagannath Jai Jagannath Jai Baladevo Jai Subhadra Jaya Jagannath Swami Jaya Jagannath Jai Baladevo Jai Subhadra Jai Jagannath Swami Jai Jagannath Jai Baladevo Jai Subhadra Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami Bhavatu me Jagannath Swami Patagami Nayana Patagami Bhavatu me Jaya Radha Vallabha Radha Vallabha Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Vallabha Jaya Radha Vallabha Radha Vallabha Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Vallabha Radha Vallabha Shri Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Shri Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Shri Radhe Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Prahlad Narasimha Jaya Prahlad Narasimha Jaya Prahlad Narasimha Jaya Prahlad Narasimha Prahlad Narasimha Jaya Hare Jai Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jaya 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 Guru Deva. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Granthara Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Om Ajnanatimmirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Sakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamahyam Datati Swapatantikam. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yatkripatamaham vande Shri Gurum Dhinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamutirayet. Shinvatam Swagata Krishna Punyasravana Kirtanam Hridayantasto hi abhadrani vidunoti suhritsatam. Nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya. Bhagavati uttama sloke bhaktir bhavati naistiki. Hare Krishna. Reading from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 19, the Pumsavana Ritualistic Ceremony, text number 14. Yata yuvam trilokasya varadho parameshtinao tatha ma uttama sloka santu satya mahashishaha. Yata yuvam trilokasya Yata yuvam trilokasya varadhau parameshtino Varadau Parameshtino Tatama Uttama Sloka Tatama Uttama Sloka Santu Satya Mahashishaha Santu Satya Mahashishaha Yata yuvam trilokasya Varadau Parameshtino Tatama Uttama Sloka Santu Satya Mahashishaha Yata yuvam trilokasya Varadau Parameshtino Tatama Uttama Sloka Santu Satya Mahashishaha Yata yuvam trilokasya Varadau Parameshtino Tatama Uttama Sloka Santu Satya Mahashishaha Yata yuvam trilokasya Varadau Parameshtino Tatama Uttama Sloka Santu Satya Mahashishaha Yata yuvam trilokasya Varadau Parameshtino Tatama Uttama Sloka Santu Satya Mahashishaha Yata Trulokasya Varadau Parameshtino Tatama Uttama Sloka Santu Satya Mahashishaha Yata yuvam trilokasya Varadau Parameshtino Tatama Uttama Sloka Santu Satya Mahashishaha Yata since yuvam both of you trilokasya of the three worlds Varadau givers of benedictions Parameshtino, the supreme rulers. Tatha, therefore, may my Uttama Sloka, O Lord, who are praised with excellent verses, Santu, may become Satya, fulfilled, Maha Ashishaha, great ambitions. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki, you are both the supreme rulers and benedictors of the three worlds. Therefore, my Lord, Uttama Sloka, may my ambitions be fulfilled by your grace. So there is no purport on this verse, so we read a couple of verses. Text number 15. Iti abhistuya varadam Srinivasam Sriyasaha
tannihasaryopaharanam dattat achamanam archayet. Translation. Sri Sukadeva Goswami continued, thus one should worship Lord Vishnu, who is known as Srinivas, along with Mother Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, by offering prayers according to the process mentioned above. After removing all the paraphernalia of worship, one should offer them water to wash their hands and mouths, and then one should worship them again. Text number 16. Tata suvita strotrena bhakti prahvena chetasa yagyo chishtam avagrahya punar abhyarchayed harim. Thereafter, with devotion and humility, one should offer prayers to the Lord and Mother Lakshmi. Then one should smell the remnants of the food offered and then again worship the Lord and Lakshmi ji. Text number 17. Patim cha paraya bhaktya mahapurusha chetasa priyaisthair upanamet prema sila swayampati bhibriyat sarva karmani patnya uchchavasani cha. Translation. Accepting her husband as the representative of the Supreme Person, a wife should worship him with unalloyed devotion by offering him prasad. The husband, being very pleased with his wife, should engage himself in the affairs of his family. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The family relationship of husband and wife should be established spiritually according to the process mentioned above. I'll just read one. This is the only two-line purport. I will read one more sloka. Kritam yekhatarnepi dhampatyor ubayorapi patniyam kuryat anaharyam patir etat samahitaha. Translation. Between the husband and wife, one person is sufficient to execute this devotional service. Because of their good relationship, both of them will enjoy the result. Therefore, if wife is unable to execute this process, the husband should carefully do so, and the faithful wife will share the result. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The relationship between husband and wife is firmly established when the wife is faithful and the husband is sincere. Then even if the wife, being weaker, is unable to execute devotional service with her husband, if she is chaste and sincere, she shares half of her husband's activities. So, we continue to read about the position of Mother Lakshmi, and the position of Mother Lakshmi, and Lakshmi Devi is non-different from Lord Vishnu, like from yesterday's verse. Yes, some sampradaya consider Lakshmi Devi, she is the supreme servitor. She is the supreme servitor. So they consider, she is a supreme servitor, she is, some way they consider she is the topmost jiva. Some sampradaya consider like that. But according to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's understanding, philosophy, and the Acharya's thing, then there is no difference between Lakshmi Devi and Lord Vishnu. They are one and the same. One and the same. Because of the, this is like this is expansion. Lord Krishna, as we discussed, first there is Lord Krishna, and Lord Krishna's first expansion is Balaram, and there is also side expansion of Śrīmati Radharani. And from Śrīmati Radharani, all the Lakshmi Tattvas, all the Lakshmis, they are all coming from Śrīmati Radharani. So there is no difference. So that's the understanding, and also we understood like Lakshmi Devi is called Jagan Mata. Jagan Mata means she is the mother of the universe actually. She is the mother of the universe. Śrīmati Radharani is also called Jagan Mata. She is the mother of the universe. Mothers are naturally very, very merciful. As we discussed, when we worship the Lord, we don't worship the Lord directly, worship the Lord. We worship the Lord through Lakshmi, Narayan, Sita, Ram, Radha, Krishna. Like that we worship. We don't directly go to Krishna. We may or may not be qualified enough to directly approach Krishna. So if we approach through Lakshmi Devi or Śrīmati Radharani or Sita Rani, so then we have every opportunity that we will be accepted by Lord Krishna. So this is but again, we don't go to Srimati Radharani directly also, we through the Guru, Acharyas, like that we go. So Srila Prabhupada in this verse, it translates, "You are both the supreme rulers and benedictors of the three worlds. Therefore, my Lord, Uttama Sloka, may my ambitions be fulfilled by your grace." Supreme Lord, He is the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says in the 5th chapter, "Bhoktaram yajna tapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram suhritam sarva bhutanam jnatva mam santim richyati." So Krishna, this is Srila Prabhupada spoke on this 3-point peace formula. Srila Prabhupada was so bold. He said, if you want to achieve peace, you have to understand these 3 things. Bhoktaram yajna tapasam. So he is the benefactor of all the living entities. Bhoktaram yajna tapasam. Sarva loka maheshwaram. He is the proprietor of all the planetary system. We have to understand that. Suhridam sarva bhutanam. He is the well-wishing friend of all the living entities. When we understand this, then only there can be peace. Otherwise, there is no peace. Cannot be peace. Just you want to achieve peace, you may have so many missions may be there, so many nations will be there, so many arrangements will be there. But if you don't understand the basic, Krishna is the Bhokta, Krishna is the benefactor, He is the proprietor of all the planetary system, He is the friend of all the living entities. If you don't understand that, then it is very, very hard to have peace. And here he is addressed as Uttama Sloka. Uttama Sloka means, what is Uttama Sloka? One who is praised by the excellent verses. Uttama Sloka Vartate. So this is like a Śrīmad Bhāgavatam is a Uttama Sloka. All this talking about Lord, this is a choicest poetry. This is not a modern poetry. Somebody puts let something here, and no. It's a very, very, each and every word, each and every sentence, each and every syllable makes so much meaning actually. Uttama Sloka. And also it is mentioned here, He is the benedictor. Lord is the best of the benedictor. Varada. There is a Lord, Varada Raja. Because there is in Kanchipuram in South India, there is a very wonderful temple of Varada Raja, Lord Varada Raja Perumal. It's a wonderful temple. You would have seen that last year, 2019, there was Atti Varadar, because there is one deity which is taken out every 40 years out of the Ananta Saras. So this is that same temple. This is Varadaraj. It's a very smiling deity, and he's always giving blessings, always benedictions. But interestingly, the intelligent person, what he will ask? He won't ask Dhanam Dehi, Dhanyam Dehi, Putram Dehi, this Dehi, that Dehi. What is the use of all asking? Just ask eternal devotional service unto Him. That is the best thing to ask. Actually. If you can ask that, then the asking makes sense actually. Otherwise, go to the king and ask for some piece of something. No. You go to the king, ask for half of the kingdom. That is meaningful. So when you go to the Lord, that's why like when Dhruva Maharaj, when he saw Lord Vishnu, he was, we were discussing about that prayer. He was saying, you are the best of the benedictor. I was doing all this big tapasya, big austerities, Thana, Bilashi. I was doing all these things, but you are a benedictor. But having seen you, having got your darshan, I don't want anything. I don't want anything. This is the mood. The mood is when a devotee has a darshan of the Lord, then he completely forgets whatever his original proposition. My original proposition is I wanted to get a kingdom bigger than my father's or grandfather's kingdom. But when having darshan, he said, I was picking for broken pieces of glass, but I got the jewel of your association. I do not want anything. So this is as we progress in devotional service, yes, there may have some desires may be there in the beginning stage, but as we make progress, then at some point in time, no, Lord, I was looking for broken pieces of glass. I don't want anything. Your association, that itself is sufficient. This is what level we have to come to. That's what Rupa Goswami says, Anya Bilashita Sunyam Jnana Karmati Anavrutam Anukulena Krishna Anusilanam Uttama Bhakti Uttama. That is Uttama Bhakti. Uttama Bhakti means this is what the level should be. We all have to aim for that. Not that we are not at that level. I am not at that level. So, but at least we have to know what is the ideal. what is the ideal situation? Ideal situation is, yes, don't want anything, expect, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, na dhanam, na sundarim, na kavitam, va jagati sakamayi, mama janmani, janmani, bhavatad haituki bhakti. See, what? Haituki bhakti. Costless bhakti. That is what we have to ask for. This is a tall order. It's not easy, but that is what we have to aim, actually. If you aim that, at least, like Srila Prabhupada used to say, at least you aim for a white rhinoceros. Why you are aiming for some chota mota, small thing? Wait for a white rhinoceros, hunt for it. You may not get it, but at least you aim for something. No? But here, devotional service is so potent. By performing devotional service, we see here, Diti had a very revengeful attitude. Correct? Very revengeful attitude. But performing this Pumsovana ceremony or this ritualistic ceremony, slowly and steadily, her consciousness also, this is completely rectified. This is the beauty of Vedic system. Vedic system gives everything like a package. Even before the child is born, something is given. Garbhadana. And the child is born. Then after that, so many ceremonies are there. We have a Namakaran, this one, Chudaharan, and there is a Mundan ceremony, and then Acharabhyasa, Annaprasana. So many ceremonies are there. What is the meaning of the ceremony? Not that ceremony is not just a ritual, actually. It's not just, something, Pujari comes, does something, and then goes away. No, each and every ceremony, Lord Vishnu is worshipped. And Vishnu Prasad is given, or blessings are given to the child. So, this way, from the beginning to the end. Even somebody passes away, again there is also another ceremony, Antyeshti. So while sending back, so bringing the child with all the proper procedures and everything, and sending back also, when the soul leaves the body, send the soul properly. So this way, from beginning, from end, everything is looked after. So this is the beauty of our samskaras. These samskaras are very much needed. That is why we find if people are coming from the samskara, at least you can make some difference. Oh, people are aware of all these things. That's why we have to be thankful to our acharyas, thankful to our parents, thankful to our forefathers have given these samskaras actually. These samskaras help us. So, Srila Prabhupada says in the next translation, Sukadeva Goswami continued, thus one should worship Lord Vishnu, who is known as Śrīnivas. Śrīnivas, this word especially very, very famous, everywhere famous, but the Śrīnivas especially refers to Balaji, Tirupati Balaji, Śrīnivas. Srinivas means abode of goddess of fortune. Srinivas. Nivas means the living place. Sri Lakshmi Devi. So Lakshmi Devi's living place is Srinivas. So he's saying Srinivas, along with Mother Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, by offering prayers according to the process mentioned above. So this is like even though this is like a ceremony, even though it is a ritualistic ceremony, but there is a bhakti element is there. It's not just like some ceremony, some puja, and not that only is there. There is a ceremony and there is also bhakti. So Lord Krishna is called Yagyeshwara, Yagya. And then the ceremony or the devotional activities are called, that is why this is Yagya, and then Yagya Purusha is there, and then Mother Lakshmi is there. So the rituals are there, and also the bhakti process is also there. That is represented by Lakshmi Devi. That is represented by Lakshmi Devi. So here, after removing all the paraphernalia of worship, one should offer them water to wash their hands and mouths, and then one should worship them again. So this is like a deity worship, like how the deity worship is done. So now the bhoga has been offered to the Lord, and then Prabhu is cleaning, wiping, and then now the arti, everything. See, whatever we are doing by Srila Prabhupada has set up very nicely, is systematically, whatever is there in Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. See, we offer everything, now that cleaned, everything is cleansed, and then the bhoga, prasadam has gone, so now there will be arti will be there. So worship will be there. And finally, after maybe after half an hour or something, then we will partake the prasadam. So this is the system. Srila Prabhupada instituted this system in such a way, by following the morning program, you get all the benediction, all the blessings actually, starting from Mangala Arati, and then Guru Puja, Guru worship, and also every different paraphernalia, Shodacha Upachara. The different Upachara. Upachara means like we offer. Here we have about 4 or 5 items we offer. Some temples we have offer so many things. Like some will be small, some will be big, some big. Sometimes like some of the ghee wicks thing will be big thing. Like carrying that only will be somebody has to 2 hands only they have to carry. Such big things are there. Different Upachara. Because this is all like for the worship of the Lord. What can we see? There is nothing like it's not like we can't say, oh, this is too much for the Lord. No, we can, even you do everything in the world also, that is not sufficient for the Lord. Because Lord is so great and we are so insignificant actually. And out of His mercy, Lord is accepting this service actually. This is the thing. Out of Lord's mercy. Lord is not obligated to anyone. We have to remember very, very clearly. Lord is not obligated to any one of us. But out of His kindness, out of His unlimited mercy, He becomes obligated. Yes, I am hungry. Please feed me. I am doing this. Krishna makes Himself so accessible to everyone so that at least we get some attraction towards them so that we can make our life perfect. So here, this process is mentioned, and also thereafter, with devotion and humility, one should offer prayers to the Lord and Mother Lakshmi. Then one should smell the remnants of the food offered, and then again worship the Lord and Lakshmi ji. So this is another way we can, even many of the things we can, whatever offered to the Lord, we can smell it and we can, even the food also. Sometimes like a Lord is called, Lord by just seeing only He eats. Our devotee is also expert. By smell only he can say, oh, the puri has come. But at least we should not meditate on that. We should meditate on after the bhoga is offered to the Lord, then that's good actually. Because sometimes when we walk past this kitchen corridor, then you will see, oh, the halwa is being made. Because by roasting the semolina only, the devotees will know, oh, halwa is being prepared. So, but again, halwa is prepared for the pleasure of the Lord. So that is why it's very, very important for us. All the time we have to remember, this is all happening for the Lord. Our thing should not be the center. Oh, the halwa is there. When is the halwa going to be ready? Now I am going to finish this up. Then the whole mood is spoiled actually. That's why in Jagannath Puri, what they do is the pujaris, they will eat up to the neck. Up to the neck they will eat and then only go for cooking actually. Why? Because when you are hungry and you go and cook, what will happen? You will be just thinking, oh, when is this? 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Still, our meditation will not be on the Lord actually. Our meditation will be on when is this offering going to finish? When is it going to come out? Oh, it is, the pujari is taking late. No, nothing like that. Because we will be thinking, meditating on that. Instead, when we go for offering or cooking something, at least we should be satisfied. Then we won't lustily look at that bhoga. Correct? It's very important. That's why it's not that nobody should come into the kitchen. It's not restriction like that. But sometimes, oh, Prabhu, are you making this? Then I'll finish it actually. Because offering made to the Lord, not for you. Prasadam will come to you later, but the offering is for the Lord. So before somebody comes, oh, I like muruku very much. So then we're finished. Offering is finished there only. Because that is why people are not unnecessarily. You have a service there, you better come there. Otherwise, it's austerity actually. It's austerity because cooking something and sometimes people will be fasting, nirjal fasting and then cooking there. It's very difficult actually. You have not eaten anything, and then you are cooking something, and then it's very tasty also, but then very difficult. So that's why we have to be careful. That's when the mood has to be there. The mood is, yes, we are cooking for the Lord. Lord is the enjoyer. Lord is the first enjoyer. He is the proprietor. He is the enjoyer. So then, if that mood is set up, then it is okay. Otherwise, it will have some disturbances. So, thereafter with the devotion and humility, one should offer prayers to the Lord and Mother Lakshmi. Then one should smell the remnants of the food offered and then again worship the Lord and Lakshmi ji. Accepting her husband as a representative of the Supreme Person, a wife should worship him with unalloyed devotion by offering him prasad. The husband, being very pleased with his wife, should engage himself in the affairs of his family. So, this is another aspect of the devotional service is like accepting her husband as the representative of the Supreme Person. So this is So having said that, the husband also should behave himself as a representative. It's not that, see, Vedic system is very, very balanced actually, very practical also. He says, condition is not put only on one person. Condition is put, yes, if wife is accepting husband as the representative of the Lord, the husband also behave like a representative of the Lord. It's like a checks and balances are there in the Vedic system. Like it's not like husband is completely independent. No, husband depends on the guru, guru depends on his guru, and his guru depends on Krishna. Ultimately, everybody depends on Krishna. So, if the mood of exploitation comes, then that everything will get spoiled actually. That is why it's very, very important that, yes, if I am, like for us also, we are going out, we are representing Guru, we are representing Srila Prabhupada, so our activities should be befitting that position actually. If we do something good, then say, yeah, Hare Krishnas are good. But if we do something wrong, they will blame the whole Hare. All the Hare Krishnas are like this only. Maybe only one Hare Krishna might have done something, but what they will do, all the Hare Krishnas will be washed out. Like all the Hare Krishna is like that. So we have to be very, very careful when we go, especially, we don't have to put a drama or something, but we have to be as a real self. We have to respect people, respect others, and because we are going as a representative of the Lord. When we meet somebody, we are meeting them, and there is a very good opportunity that that person can go back home, back regarded. We have to approach a person like that, actually. Not, what is the use of talking to this person? This is all waste of time. If you go like that, then nothing will happen. But you have to go, yes, there is a potential candidate. So if we have got the mercy of the Lord, now we can try to give the mercy of the Lord. Not my mercy, by the mercy of the Lord. So that way when we approach the person, then very, very, very possible. Very practical also we can. It's like, especially Mataji will know, when you go for book distribution, it's not easy. Not everybody, where is the book, where is the Japamala, where will I do? No, not everybody will go to ask like that. But if you approach that way, I pray to Krishna, Krishna, I want to become an instrument in your hands. I want to become an instrument in your hands. I just want to give your message to them. So then Krishna makes the arrangement. Krishna makes the arrangement. We are not making the arrangement. Because Krishna sees the sincerity of the devotee and he sends people. He enthuses people. Okay, now you go and take the book. Krishna only inspires actually. It's not, that's why Srila Prabhupada says, you depend on Krishna. Krishna will make the arrangement. We have the sincerity. Only thing is we can have a desire that Krishna, I want to please you. I want to give this message so that the person also realizes you. Then Krishna will make all the arrangement. Everything will fall in place actually, automatically. So here, Srila Prabhupada says, the family relationship of husband and wife should be established spiritually according to the process mentioned above. So this is very important. Very important is how great wives are there. In the Shastra, we find many great wives have been mentioned. Anyone remember any great wives from the Shastra? Anyone from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam or Mahabharata? Draupadi, Draupadi is a great wife. She was so chaste because, see, it's interesting. Because of that, and she had so much power, chastity, and Duryodhana ill-treated her. Because of that, whole dynasty got wiped out. Whole dynasty got wiped out. And also Sita Devi also. Sita Devi, Mother Sita. So she is also a very, very chaste lady, and then this Ravana kidnapped. Everybody told, Vibhishana told, even Mandodari told. Mandodari also is another great devotee. Not that, don't think that Mandodari is a wife of Ravan, so that means she is also a Rakshasi. She is also a great devotee. Mandodari is also, she is considered one of the Pativratas actually. She is considered one of the Pativratas. So she is also told, no, it is going to ruin the whole dynasty. That's what happened. Akalya, Sita, Draupadi, Tara, Mandodari, Tata, Panchakanya. This is found sloka there. We can remember them. These are all the great people. By just remembering them only, we can get benediction. Even Gandhari, chastity, she is a great devotee. Even though she great devotee, but she was the wrong side. What can you do? Because she as soon as she came to know that I'm going to marry Dhritarashtra is blind. Immediately she also tied her eyes. Actually, no, if my husband is not able to see, why should I see? This is a very, very tall order. You tell a modern, forget it. No, forget it. No, why should I? Oh, you have to go to, your father told me to go to forest. Why should I? I will go to my father. I will go to Janaka. No, not like that. Sita Devi said, no, I will just go with you. Lord Ram didn't ask Sita to come. She went out of her own. Same, so many examples. In Prithu Maharaj, Archi. So this is like, he's a Supreme Lord only. So they also exhibited so much. So this is why Shastra is full of examples how by sincerely following the footsteps of husband in turn sincerely following the footsteps of Guru and Krishna, then everything is wonderful. Only problem comes when the mood of exploitation, mood of, I'm independent, I will do things my own, then the problem comes. So that's why Srila Prabhupada calls here, the family relationship of husband and wife should be established spiritually according to the process mentioned above. So this is, and this is also, the training, see, because this is like in the Vedic system, the training is given from the beginning only. Beginning. It's not that, because as soon as the child is born, like from beginning only, they inculcate all this value system. They read Ramayana, they read Mahabharata, they read different Puranic stories and other things. So they know what is the value, what value should be attached for this. No? Not just like the living life just like a be merry and drink and not that type of culture. Like just here, from beginning only we get. That is why there is a very controversial topic. People say, in Vedic system there was early marriage. There was early marriage. This people will debate. This is very bad. But there is a reason also. Before the kama, the lust comes into the heart. So before that only it is decided, okay, this is marrying this. And then they naturally develop some attraction, some affection. And then there is no question of exploited. This is the problem is everything will get spoiled when the mood of exploitation comes. The wife, okay, now I want to exploit like that. Then the problem. Then these things will not work. So this is very important actually. We have to know. And Srila Prabhupada says in the 18th sloka, very interesting, between the husband and wife, one person is sufficient to execute this devotional service because of their good relationship. Both of them will enjoy the result. Therefore, if the wife is unable to execute this process, the husband should carefully do so and the faithful wife will share the result. In the Shastra, wife is mentioned as Ardhangi. Ardhangi means half. Now, even English they say, what do they say in English? Better half, better half, not the worst half or something, better half. They say better half. Because Ardhangi, because a person to perform all these things, the wife is a motivation. Because that is why it's like sometimes, we see in the families, sometimes, sometimes wife will be fired up, husband may not be that much fired up, or maybe husband may be fired up, wife may not be fired up. But then the beauty is, by following slowly and steadily, then both of them will be getting to the stage. So we have to make development, we have to make advancement together. We are not, as a family person, as a grahastha, our aim should be how not only my own spiritual well-being, not my own spiritual, my spiritual well-being is important, yes, but as a grahastha, I am responsible for the spiritual well-being of my wife and my children. Same way, wife also should think, no, I will do everything, but I have to work about children and the husband. That is why when we keep that in mind, then it becomes automatically everything easier. Srila Prabhupada quotes one very nice sloka in the Prabhupada says, how to invite Lakshmi to your home. Prabhupada said, don't invite Lakshmi to the home. Lakshmi swayam agatam. Swayam agatam means Lakshmi will automatically come into the house. Srila Prabhupada gives a formula. He is quoting Chanakya Pandit. He says, Murka yatra na pujyante dhanyam yatra susantitam dhampatyo kalako nasti tatra shri swayam agata. In the society where rascals are not worshipped and food grains are properly stocked. Murga yatra na pujyante, dhanyam yatra suchantitam. And where there is no quarrel between husband and wife. Dhampatyo kalako nasti. Dhampatya kalaka. Dampati means husband and wife. Dhampatyo kalako nasti. Tatra Sri Swayam Agata. That place, Sri, Lakshmi Devi automatically comes actually. So that is why we have to have a system. There is no unnecessary kalaka. Kalaka means some quarrel and all this. No need. Because if you keep Krishna in the center, everything is working, we are working towards the common goal. Common goal. What is the common goal? Common goal is, yes, we are husband and wife, we are living together. We just want to, our common aim is how we can conduct ourselves so that end we can go back home, back to garden. And what will happen is, even some reason, if somebody is not, wife is not able to perform, husband is not able to perform, then they also get the benefit actually. 50%, the Shastra somewhere else it says, 50% of the benefit, just by sincerely following the husband, then the wife also gets. The same way, the wife does more devotional service and the husband is cooperating, then he will also get the benefit. So it is not like all these new things, like, this is like this is man, woman, they are exploiting. These are like a modern concoction only. Because in the Vedic system, nobody wants to exploit anything actually. Because everybody knows it is we are property. Even husband thinks the wife is, what is the mantra? The Vedic mantras are saying, the wedding mantras are saying, he is a property of Vishnu. We have to worship her. We have to look after her properly. So if you understand properly, there is no misunderstanding. But after that, you do your own nonsense, then we can't blame Vedas, we can't blame the marriage ceremony, and we can't blame them. Because that is why we have to understand that. Shastra says like that. What to say? Whether thick and thin, all the see, like if you put 7 saptapati they have, saptapati in the marriage they have, and also they go like they do here. All these things has a meaning actually. They say, yes, because marriage means, family life means, not always will the bed of roses. There will be some problems will be there. There will be situations will be there. And there will be happy moments also will be there. So, whether thick or thin, we will be together. That is the type of vow we take actually. Yeah, this is not like always, it's only movies only will be like that only. Always going around and always happy. But in real life, there will be some problem. Doesn't matter. But problems are there. But we have solutions also. Spiritual solutions also there. So that is why here it is mentioned, the family relationship, husband and wife should be established spiritually according to the process of mentioned above. And then this is the relationship between the husband and wife is firmly established. The wife is faithful and the husband is sincere. These two things are needed. It's not like we are not putting the blame only on the wife. You have to be faithful, and husband also sincere to the core. What is your purpose? Why am I here? What is the purpose of this world? Why did I come here? So then, to help each other. So we have to help each other. We have to raise the children in Krishna consciousness, and then we can all go back home, back to God. That is why in the 5th canto it says, Pita nasasyat, Guru nasasyat, Janani nasasyat. One should not become a father, one should not become a mother, one should not become a guru, one should not become a king if he is not able to deliver the dependence. If he is not able to deliver the dependent, one should not become a guru, father or mother. So this injunction is there. So we have to be very careful what we are doing, how we are doing. So we need to take guidance from the Shastra. And Srila Prabhupada says, how to make the home happy. How to make the home happy is like by keeping the Krishna in the center of the family. It's not that we have to keep a Krishna picture in the center of the house. Not that type of happiness. You have to keep a Krishna in the center means the whole activities, all the consciousness in the house, everything centered around Krishna. Cooking centered around Krishna. All our raising the children centered around Krishna. Wherever we go, everything is centered around Krishna. But that doesn't mean that we don't go anywhere. We just only come to the temple. No, we go somewhere else also. We go to park, we go to picnic, we go to mountain, we go to rivers, we go to this and that. Snow, Melbourne, you don't have to go anywhere. Everything is one day only. Everything you will have. Same day only you can see all of that actually. So everything is, but wherever you go, you will be reminded of Krishna. If you know how to see Krishna, you can see Krishna everywhere. You can be straight sitting there in the mountain. You can see Sri Krishna. Not that if you are happy, you come to the temple, no problem. If you are not able to come, you are somewhere far away, 200 kilometers away, there also you can think about Krishna. Krishna is there, situated within your heart as a Paramatma. You can think of Krishna. You see mountain, you can think of Krishna. You see snow, you can think of Krishna. You can tree, you can sky, you can see the rainbow, everything is Krishna's energy. Vibhuti, yadyat vibhuti matsattvam, Śrīmad urjita evata. Krishna says in the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, all the opulence are there. What can you say? There are so many opulences are there, Arjuna. There is no limit to my opulences. Opulences are so many. So it is up to us. Whether have you trained your eyes to see Krishna and all of that? You drink water. Rasoham apsu kaunteya, prabhasmi sasi surayo. You can see Krishna in that. Everywhere you can see Krishna. You see flower, wonderful flower, see Krishna. See, so many things are happening, so many fruits. Can we make one fruit? We are so proud, like we have done that, we have done that, we have done that. Make one fruit, just one fruit, without Krishna's help. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do it. Artificially you can say, I made robo, this one, that one, so many things you have made. But make one fruit, one mosquito. You produce one mosquito. Prabhupada used to argue, make one mosquito. Can't do. So that is why we have to always remember what is Krishna's mercy on us, what has Krishna has given us actually. So acknowledge, that's it. See, all the procedures are there, but the main thing is acknowledge. Krishna, you have very kindly given this. Let me offer this to you and use it in the service of the Lord. Yukta, that is Yukta Vairagya. Yukta. It's not like we are not, this is material, this is material, this is material, this is material. I'll throw away everything. No need to throw away anything actually. If you know how to use that in Krishna's service, you don't have to throw away anything. If you don't know, then that's a problem. Then you be careful. If you don't know how to use that in Krishna's service, then better restrict yourself. If you know, like Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, he said, he was using motor car, this and that. Yes, we will use it for preaching. Printing press, used for preaching. That's no problem. That will not bind us. Because if work is, Lord Vishnu, for his pleasure, if it is done, it will not create bondage. Yagyartat karmanon anyatra lokoyam karma bandhanat. If it is for my satisfaction, it will bind. If it is Krishna's satisfaction, it will not bind. Chaitanya Charitamrita says, it's very, very small line only. Prema and kama. Prema and kama. Kama is Atma Indriya Priti. Atma Indriya Priti, my own sense gratification is called Kama. Krishna Indriya Priti is called Prema. Very simple. Indriya Priti you cannot stop. You have to have Indriya Priti. But whose Indriya you are trying to Priti? You are trying to please. Atma Indriya Priti, then called Kama. Krishna Indriya Priti is called Prema. So this is what we have to learn. So we just, by our activities, so we try to please Krishna's senses. But when Krishna's senses are pleased, automatically our senses are also getting. Why? We are part and parcel of Krishna. Our happiness is already packaged in with Krishna's happiness. When Krishna becomes happy, then automatically the happiness comes to us also, as we are part and parcel of Krishna. So we worship Lakshmi Devi, Lakshmi Narayan, Sita Ram, Radha Krishna, like that we worship. We don't worship Lakshmi separately, as we discussed Ravana's mentality. Ravana wanted to have Lakshmi Devi separately, wanted to have, no, the whole dynasty got wiped out actually. So we want to use Lakshmi in the service of Narayan. Lakshmi is in the service of Narayana, she is very, very happy. Otherwise she is Chanchala. Sanchala means she doesn't stay in one place actually. That's why we find so many millionaires and paupers also going. After some time he will become paupers actually. So like that it's explained. So we'll stop here if there is any questions or comments. Hare Krishna. You have a question, Ma? Yeah. 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 Yeah, see what happens, home situation is a little bit different. We have to understand. Very valid question. Sometimes, like a valid question, because at home, you have to go to school, you have to go to, the husband has to go to work. And so there is like, that is why, like we have to be a little bit mindful. Yes, offering has to be done, no problem. But it may not be like all this elaborate 15 minutes, have all the full mantra, tantra, everything, and then everything is done. Like that type of thing will be difficult. So, but still the mood should be whether the bhoga has been offered to the Lord. That is the bottom line. The bhoga is offered, then it is okay. Because some if bhoga is not offered, then we don't want to, as far as possible. Like some houses, what will happen? Morning, like for example, if you are running a hotel or something, how can you, every piece of thing you can't offer. So that's why we suggest people, in the morning, first cooking, whatever you are doing, first cooking, you are doing some preparations without any onion, garlic, all these things. So first preparation, you make an offering to the Lord, and then remaining thing, everything, whatever continues. So that is okay for a hotel type of thing. But temple, 9 offerings are there, say 7 offerings, whatever, that is has to be. Home also is a bit difficult actually, very, very difficult to have the, whether Rajabhoga at home is finished or, no, like that it's not possible to do. So you, whatever, maybe sometimes you offer fruits, sometimes, as she says, sometimes offers pasta, sometimes some rice and some rajma, some sabji, whatever you can make, you can offer that, no problem. But only thing is, like you just cook it, and it can be, see, Krishna sees the bhava. This is another important thing. So Krishna doesn't, what is Krishna has to do with pasta, rajma, or roti, or puri, halwa? Krishna nothing to do with that actually. Krishna doesn't need anything actually, for that matter. But that doesn't mean that we don't offer to him. But what he sees is, like with what bhava you are offering. Duryodhana offered with one bhava, thinking that, okay, I am going to make a big feast, I am going to capture Krishna. Then Krishna didn't even bother about that actually. But Vidura offered some shak, he just offered some basic, small things only. He ate, happily he ate. Same way, yes, sometimes, but you don't have to be that, you can just offer. Another thing is, at home, we can offer and keep it ready also. See, your question is, see, sometimes, like children come home maybe 4 o'clock or something, maybe 3:30 only we finish everything and keep it ready. So that way, like there is meditation, immediately they can go for eating actually. For 4 o'clock only we want children come, when we start making, then the worry will be, children will be worried. And so we have to have some snacks. We can have some snacks beforehand, like we can just have some snacks from the morning or in the afternoon or in the evening, something we can keep it ready. See, because what will happen, and naturally for us also, sometimes, my wife will be cooking or somebody will be cooking, getting delayed, and then naturally our meditation will be, what is happening, why it is delayed. So instead, just we have to be a little bit proactive in that, just make something, some preparation to control this thing, have some snack in the middle, so then it is okay. So we have to plan our life in such a way so that the offering takes only 5 minutes only, correct? Like how long Krishna is not sitting on that for ages. No, okay, no, 5 minutes. And much more important is bhava is important. Krishna, please accept this offering. And then we need your mercy. You don't need this. I always think, like, you don't need this actually. You don't need this. We need your mercy. So with that mood, if we can offer, Krishna will accept. Krishna knows our predicaments. Krishna knows what are the problems we are going. Don't think that Krishna is completely oblivious to the fact that, no, Krishna knows everything. Krishna knows what we are going through, what are the difficulties, how practically conduct life. Now, like some more husband working, wife working, and they have to maintain the family and maintain Krishna consciousness. It's not easy. So Krishna knows all this. That's why he will be very merciful also. Don't think that Krishna will take offense or anything. But we have to make our attempt, like at least make some attempt to show our sincerity to Krishna. What is our real this thing to Krishna? Then that will happen. Okay, is that okay? Yeah. Anything? Yeah.
Normally, we always it is preferred that devotee should always associate with the devotees only. But when you go to the India, what happened is most of our devotees is not a devotee. So should we abandon them, or will go to their home? And when you go to their home, the problem is they will bring some food for us expected, and if I do not take anything, they take it as a kind of awkward situation.
Yeah. You have to be.
This is very tricky situation where it is creating a conflict between a husband and wife. Wife is reluctant to go, but husband is still he cannot abandon his sisters. He cannot abandon
Yeah, what you see, this is this is a usual situation. You go to a place, they will be offering you something which you may not be able to eat or something. So always the best thing is, before these things have to be handled beforehand only. We should not give surprises to them. So normally what we say is, look, we have taken Diksha. See, there is nothing wrong. But one thing, you always, wherever you go, you should not go empty-handed. You should always carry some prasadam. Okay, first point, you should always carry some prasadam. Okay, then next thing is, before going to any house or anything, we don't want to think, oh, they are low class or something, but we are saying, look, I have taken Diksha, I may not be able to eat onion, but you give me something, fruit or something, you give, I will take it. I'm not against taking in your house, I can take, but since I have taken some vows in front of the Lord, in front of the Guru, so I may not be able to eat it, please forgive me, but if you want to give me something, especially like some fruit or some milk or some juice or something, I will accept it, I will take it. Like that. See, all depends on how you present actually. If you put a big show saying, oh, no, I won't touch it, then they will get offended. But you present it, oh, I brought some prasadam for you from Vrindavan, this thing, you please take it, and I will take, if you have something, fruit or something, you take. They won't take offense. And if really they care for you, they will cook something with your prescription, they will cook. Correct? If they are really caring for you. If they don't really care, then why do you go to their house if they don't really care for you? So there is no need to go. Okay, that's the way we have to approach it. So we have to, but best thing is, best policy is, we take some prasadam with you, so that way you can feed them. And also, there is, as we discussed, there is always an opportunity for preaching. Don't rule out anyone. This will not happen. No, don't. Krishna's mercy is available for them also. Let us not completely write them off. We have to be careful of that also. Okay. Thank you very much. Grantara Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.